Welcome everybody back to sunjournal.com and SJ Varsity. Kevin Mills, Justin Pelletier, talking soccer. We're going to break down the Class B boys field for you here, and one of the teams in Class B boys that kind of surprised everybody, kind of made it through into the playoffs this year with last year with a 500 record was Grey New Gloucester. The Patriots sneaking through. They have 6 seniors and 5 juniors returning. That may not have been an aberration. They may get back there again.
Yeah, they're looking for that. They feel like they play in a tough conference in the Western Maine Conference, but they got enough talent back. And Jack Martell was an All-State player in the midfield, so I think they have hopes that they can get enough wins to be competitive in the WMC to earn another Western B playoff spot.
Another team in the WMC, of course, Poland last year, 3 wins, 4 seniors and 3 juniors returning. They've got to be looking to improve on that 3-win total from last year.
Yeah, they actually have Chris Wright returning to the program. He had coached at Levitt last year, and one thing Chris told me in the preseason was the fact that since he was with the program a few years ago for a couple seasons, he's already seen great progress with the team, and he's excited about where this program is headed and what they might be able to do this year.
Speaking of Levitt, Levitt plays, of course, over in the KVAC, and Isaiah Davis returns to that bench over at Levitt, and the Hornets pretty excited about going into the season as well in the KVAC.
Yep, coaches are keeping us on our toes by moving around to different schools and all. But Levitt just missed the playoffs last year. They were number 9 and fell short, and they actually were able to get into the playoffs a few years when Isaiah was coaching before. He's got a good group back, and he's excited and thinking that they have a shot at challenge for a playoff spot.
Also in the KVAC, Oak Hill also with some very high expectations this year. Oak Hill plays in that smaller field, so they use that to their advantage, and they're a very quick team. They like to use their speed in that confined space and kind of set other teams off guard a little bit.
Yeah, they're one of they were the team that got the playoff spot that Levitt didn't last year. Oak Hill finished 8th, and they got Jamil Kidd, who's very fast, athletic player, exciting player to watch, and he's got some experienced kids around him, and I think they're shooting for another playoff spot and hope they can kind of build on the success they had last year.
The other conference, of course, we deal with here at the Sun Journal is the MVC. MVC has a new team by combining 2 old teams this year in Spruce Mountain and, of course, Mountain Valley, the other Class B team in that conference. Spruce Mountain, Jay Livermore, both missed the playoffs last year. Maybe combining the 2 this year can help them out a little bit.
It's going to be interesting to see how that team does. I know Coach was telling me this summer that the summer sessions were working great, and he's excited about having this many players and the kind of depth they're going to have, which they'd never had before. Livermore got to the playoffs a few years ago, so he's got a little bit of experience there, but he's got a lot of players that have played soccer, and I think they're coming together fairly well. So they have high expectations of what they might be able to do in the MVC this year.
And the Falcons over at Mountain Valley, of course, 2 wins last year, 15 freshmen into the program this year. That's huge for them as they try to continue to build out off of that 2-win season.
Yeah, and they see a lot of promise in this season. They lost, I think it was just like five regulars from last year's team. They have much of their team back, and they think they really can improve upon what they did last year.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Mills, Justin Pelletier here at sunjournal.com. SJ Varsity, check us out all season for the best in soccer coverage.